Hey, welcome to today's daily walk. And I've been talking to a lot of people the past month or so who've really been struggling in this called the imposter syndrome. And I'm gonna relate this to all business like we typically do in these daily walks, but I'm gonna specifically relate it to health coaching because that's the field and arena that we are in. So imposter syndrome is basically a syndrome that says that you don't deserve success or you're not more specifically qualified to be successful or to help another human being out, or specifically you're not qualified to charge money for it. So the number one thing is we hear this from a lot of coaches or business coaches. Business coaches will say, well, you know what? I haven't made it huge. I'm not a millionaire yet. So how can I coach people to become millionaires when I haven't done it yet? Or in nutrition areas, hey, I'm not ripped. I'm struggling with my own weight. How can I ever help Mrs. Jones across the street lose weight? So here's what you have to ask is, are you selling your flesh, your ability to follow a system and process, or are you selling a proven system and process? If you have a proven system and process to help people lose body fat, then that's why people are hiring you, and you have every right to sell that to collect income from it. If you have a proven system and process that helps people make great cupcakes, but you just choose not to use that system and process because you don't like cupcakes, those cupcakes still can put joy and happiness on a lot of people. So it's the marketplace's decision whether they see value in your system and process. But no, you don't have to necessarily be following that system and process to make that system and process sellable or marketable. So it would kind of be like, would you buy a light bulb from Thomas Edison if he didn't use light bulbs? What if Thomas Edison was just like, hey, I like lanterns. Yeah, I know I invented this bulb thing. Yeah, I'll sell it. But I kind of like lanterns. My house has no light bulbs. Would you say, oh, Thomas Edison, he's a fraud. He doesn't know what he's doing. He doesn't even use his own product. No, to each his own. Hey, Thomas, that's cool. I'd like to buy 10 light bulbs for my house, please. That's cool, you do the lanterns. It is no different. Also on that is people are going to typically buy where you're going because that's where they want to journey. They want to journey with you. So if you're like a health coach and you're all about bikinis and Lamborghinis and you're in perfect shape, that might turn a lot of your ideal clients away because they just think that you were born perfect. They want to know your story. They don't care where you were yesterday. They kind of care where you are today, but they're more interested in where you're going and where you're going to take them, your journey, your story. Number 2, buyer motives. This is huge. So if you think that you need to look a certain way or obtain certain things in order for you to enrich the lives of others in your business, if somebody is hiring you just off how you look, that's a big warning sign. When people would come to me and they would say, I want to look like you, man. And I didn't know this earlier on, I was like, sweet. But no, now what I found is those types of clients, they lack identity. Okay, and a lot of times we're not the best qualified people to help them find their identity. So, if you ever dealt with a client that doesn't have an identity set that says, hey, I just want to look like you, or if you're a business coach and they say, I want what you have, ooh, that's a big red flag. Okay, so do you want to have people hire you based off your own, solely how you look and solely what you own or solely your personal experiences? Because you know that your identity is going to be a lot different than their identity, okay? So there tends to be a big clash there when they want to take over your identity, all right? So number 3, your gift. What is coaching? What is business mentoringship? That is leadership. Leadership is what you're selling there. Leadership is what you're coaching. Okay, that kind of goes to number 1, your system and process. So again, you may not choose to apply your system and process to yourself during a given season. Does that make it any less valuable? Does that make your leadership skills that you went to school for, that you do podcasts for, that you do counseling for, that you balance your faith with to be the best leader that you can? Does it discount all that if you choose to go through a season and not apply some of those practices to yourself? So if you're a nutrition coach and you go through a season where you want to be a little bit more lenient with your system and process, does that take away all of the knowledge that you have that you could be sharing with the world? Of course not. So your gift in your business is leading and educating to others. You may not decide to apply that education to yourself 24/7, 365. Okay, so that you can help others obtain your goal, even if their goal isn't your specific goal. So back to business coaching, if someone says, "Hey, I want to be a millionaire," you have a system and process that can make you a millionaire. Maybe that's just not important. Maybe you're like, "Hey, I can teach this all day long." There's some of the best coaches in the world, and I will close on this. Some of the best coaches in the world, in the NBA, NFL, Major League Baseball, they were great at teaching others to hit a 100-mile-an-hour fastball or, score a touchdown or whatever. Some of them never played the game. What was their true gift? Their true gift was motivation. Their true gift was leadership. Their true gift was inspiration. Their true gift was being able to see things that the athletes couldn't see. That was their gift. So, what if Michael Jordan would have been like, "Man, you can't dunk like me. I'm not going to take coaching from you." Are you kidding me? That's crazy. He would never say that. He fed off his coaches. He probably hired all kinds of different coaches to help him become the best player possible. So those would be three things that you could implement and think about in your life if you struggle with that imposter syndrome. You guys have a great rest of your day.